Alright guys, so today we're doing the 2014 Red Bull Straight Rhythm, which I believe was the first year they did it. Maybe they did it in 2013, I don't really remember, but 2014 Red Bull Straight Rhythm here, and it did take me a while, so this is a post-commentary, so we're going to have a few laps where it was more how most the guys were taking it, and then the bigger line around the track, and then there's a few alternatives that you can take as well, so it did take me a while, which again is why it's a post-commentary. It took a while to get the scaling right and the spacing to make sure everything works. So let's jump into this, starting with the more regular way about hitting the rhythm. Alright guys, so like I said earlier, the first two laps here are going to be kind of how most of the guys were hitting this section, or taking, not this section, but the straight rhythm. So they were doubling here, and then they did another double here, and then I believe they were going triple onto this table, step off, and then double. Now there is a few different ways you can hit that section, and we will show all of them. And then here, we had to put a turn in, obviously. There just isn't enough stadium to do a straight rhythm in one take. I mean, everything would be so pushed together, it just wouldn't be any fun, and you know, whatever. And you can send it off of these walls here. I believe there were speed checks, and yes, there, we did hit the triple into that corner. That was a super tough section for me. I don't really know why, but it was really tough. And I really wish I could have put that triple double that we just went through in the same straightaway and then had the corner, but it just didn't really work out like that. And these whoops were really, really tough because it was hard to get a good rhythm through it so that you could hit this finish line and clear it. So I believe there's several times where I don't make it, or we might have even crashed one of the times. And then the second lap here is, or the second run here is very, very similar to what we just saw. So for the real track here, those whoops are a little bit spaced apart, and they weren't really whoops. They were more like rollers. The guys were riding the back wheel over it, never really leaving the ground, you know what I mean? So it just, you know, with the way the game, it's a game. It's a video game, so it's kind of hard to make that section just right. And they were carrying more speed into that Dragon's Back, into the 5 tables here. And then I believe they were stepping off onto kind of like a smaller table, but it didn't really work in the game to do that, so I just kind of put something regular there. And then this triple, actually I changed it several times because I was having trouble. You can get over it. I mean, you've seen us get over it, but it was really hard to... the track has a lot of throttle control, so if you overjump something, you're not getting it. Oh, and that section there was actually, you kind of stepped on to a very, very, very little table, and it was the same height as the whoop section. So that's kind of how that worked. It wasn't exact for this, but we don't have a table that short. So here is the run with the bigger line through it. I know Malcolm Stewart was doing this. Come through this the same, and then you had to hit this double just right, and then triple. This is insane. Triple, and then you can quad over this, and then I believe he was double, but it was kind of fun to hit the triple single in the game. And in that rhythm section, there is one jump that is a little bit different because it just worked really good for the original line that we showed you, the main line. It worked really good to change the one jump in the middle so that you were taking off on it. So one of them is a bit different, but for the most part, they're all pretty much the same. And then here you see that I really, really struggled to get over this triple here. I mean, we kind of do, but it was basically a case. And then everything else is the same here. And then there's 2 clips that are coming up here. I did it during a race so I could use the rewind feature because I was really having trouble trying to get through it. Basically, it's the video game line where you can send it off those walls, the speed check, I guess, and do some pretty crazy stuff. So, yes, should be right here. Here is the first one. So we double just right, leave it in third, and then you send it for a triple instead of a double. And then you triple, and you might be able to quad off of this. I never was really able to, but you might be able to, and then maybe you could triple into the corner, but I couldn't quite do it. And then we cut to hitting this here, and you can actually quad onto that second table. I wasn't recording when I did it, but you can, I wasn't recording when I did it, but you can jump to that second table, and then you can send it off of this for a triple. triples. So that is the kind of the video game line. I don't believe anybody was doing that in real life, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember anybody doing that. So just kind of a fun, dumb, big video game line you can take. And then we're going to wrap up with another run with the big line. And that rhythm section, the first rhythm section was the toughest one. It for sure was the absolute hardest part about this version of the straight rhythm. I know we did 2018. I felt like overall that was probably an easier straight rhythm than this one was, because it just hitting this just right. It was really hard to time that double so that you could hit this triple. And right where we landed, that's actually the takeoff if you do the double instead. So again, I already mentioned it, but that's the one that I did change so that it worked better if you were taking off on that one. So you'd go double, triple, and then triple to the table. So I don't know. I was pretty happy with it. It is on PC. Excuse me. If you guys want to try it out, it is on PC. I believe it's just called Thing. I didn't even call it 2014 Red Bull Straight Rhythm. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you remember watching that, or go watch it on YouTube. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.